Can you imagine having a $63 million budget?
Hello? You're currently on the phone with KCK. Yep, that's me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm trying a new feature, and I don't know how well this is going to go at first. I'm recording video footage as well, mainly to use for clips and stuff to put on TikTok, but eventually I'd like to be able to put these on YouTube, and even on Spotify they have the video thing. Not a whole lot of the ones I listen to have the video feature, but I don't know. I think it helps. I think it helps to see who you're, talking to. Like the Brittany Broski podcast. I listen to it on Spotify, but I love watching it on YouTube because she's just so funny. She makes it so funny, and just to watch her mannerisms and stuff. So I am in this cutoff t-shirt thing, and I cannot focus on the camera. It's so hard because I just focus everywhere else. So if I don't look at you this whole time, just know that it's not on purpose. It's very hard. There's just a lot of things they don't tell you about, this. You have to be very professional. Now I know why newscasters do the things they do, because they have to be on point all the time, and they can't fumble their words, and they have to be happy and bubbly and serious and all this stuff. And I'm how do you guys do that? I guess that's why they have school for all this stuff, for literally everything. That's what you learn when you start new things, is there are a lot of different things that go into each job, hobby, career, anything you do. There are reasons why people do stuff, and I don't know. Anyway, we're here. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to use this footage or how long it'll take before I can start uploading videos, but I hope I can find some clips to use for TikTok, because that seems to be the main driving force. Although I did post a TikTok today and it's not doing very well. So that actually makes me really annoyed, because it was a good one. I got this shirt that Chris Appleton, he is the hairdresser for tons of celebrities, but mainly the Kardashians. And he was wearing a shirt the other day. It said, "I'll have what Kris Jenner's having." And I was I need that shirt. So Chris linked it in her stories, and it was on arthurgeorge.com. If you don't know what Arthur George is, it's Robert Kardashian's sock company, which I thought went defunct a long time ago, but apparently it is still around. So I think she did this to help boost sales on his website. You just don't see much about him, so I can't imagine him running the site. But I know she has a team of people doing it probably. You know what's weird though is the shirt was $40 and it said spend $960 more to get free shipping. I was that is quite possibly the worst deal I've ever seen. And also, this is a sock website. You want me to spend $1,000 on socks to get free shipping? I was no, thank you. Anyway, I used the sound today on my TikTok. It said, it's the one was look at this, is Chris saying that, and then her friend's Chris, it's perfect, it's perfect. So when she's showing her, I think it's her china closet, in her new house, and it's me opening the package, and then I put the shirt on, and she's it's my favorite thing ever, it's my dream, or whatever. Yeah, sadly, it is not doing well. It is so hard to tell what TikToks are going to do well, what aren't. You just never know, and it's such a gamble. Plus, there's a zillion people on TikTok now. I did it again. I do this thing. Same with the video podcast. I don't know why I'm always too late to the game. When TikTok was around though, first coming about, very popular, I got it during COVID, or the beginning of COVID. And at that point, I was 40 pounds heavier, and I didn't like taking pictures of myself at all. So the thought of recording myself and putting it on the internet, no bueno. But I should have just done it and then gained a following, and then I could have done my weight loss journey along with that. I wouldn't call it a journey, but whatever. Transformation. I went to a white trash themed birthday party. I wasn't sure if that term is not nice to use, but oh well. No one seems to have a problem with it when I tell them. They're not like, oh, you can't say that. Which I don't. I guess I don't know why I think it would be a bad thing, but you can't see it. But I'm showing the camera. This is the remnants of my fake tattoo that I got on TikTok. It is the shape of a heart, and it says "Mom" in the middle. You should have seen me on the way up there. I had a barbed wire one on this arm, and my heart tattoo on this arm, and I was like, I had my mullet kind of like blown out, and I was wearing these hideous shorts that I used to wear purposely. So the fact that I wear them as a joke now is kind of sad. And this cutoff shirt, and I'm like, I have to stop at the liquor store. I'm like, I do not want to stop and go in like this. I was wearing my Timberland too, my boots, and so I wore my Skims jogger sweatsuit, and it's like 5 times too big for me because I bought it oversized because I wasn't sure, and it's like way oversized, especially now that I've lost weight, and so like I kind of like hold my pants up and stuff. And mind you, it's 95 degrees, and I am in my sweats. I pull up to the liquor store, I put the hoodie on, and I'm trying so hard not to like touch my tattoos because I don't want them to rub off. I didn't need to worry about that because I'm still trying to get this mom tattoo off, and it won't come off. The sad thing is, many people thought it was real. It is not real. I don't. I kind of now want to get it as just because so many people thought it was real. I did like the barbed wire tattoo, I will say. I did like that one. And if you know my mom, she hates tattoos, like hates them. It makes her so angry when she sees people with them. I'm like, it's not your, like, who cares? Like, if you don't want a tattoo, don't get one. So I think it was the following Monday, I was at her house and she sees my left arm, which was the barbed wire one first. And she's like, what is that? And she's like all pissed. I was like, look at this one. I showed her, it's like the mom one. And she's like, oh. And she like changed her whole tune. It was so funny. And she's like, send me a picture of that. And my stepdad did the same thing. And he pulls out his flip phone and he takes a picture with it. I'm like, have you ever taken a picture on your phone in your life? But yeah, the party was really fun. We get there and they're making jungle juice. I have never partaken in jungle juice. And on the invitation it said to bring cheap alcohol too. Like the cheaper the better. And for some reason, still to this day, I think Everclear is the funniest thing on the planet. The fact that some people consume that, like, I just, I'm speechless. I can't believe people would actually put that in their body seriously. So I just think it's so funny when people are like, what should we drink? I'm like, oh, I'll get a bottle of Everclear or chug this bottle of Everclear. Because it's like 75% proof. Like it's basically hand sanitizer. So I found like a smaller bottle and it was like $7 in a plastic bottle. Don't drink alcohol out of a plastic bottle, you guys. So I brought that as a joke. They used it in the jungle juice. So I guess now I can say I've had it. But it was fun. It was a fun time. I met a lot of people there. Like a lot of really cool, fun people. And it turned out to be a really fun night. I'm trying to think like where I'm at because I'm starting to record on Fridays now. I think I already told you I went to the lake and did paddleboarding for the first time, which was fun. The next day after the party, I woke up and I went to meet my friend Mia, and we went with a group of friends to the Weber River up by Ogden to go tubing down it. And I've always wanted to tube down the Provo River, but I've heard it's really cold. And so I was like, well, I guess this will be fun. So we get there. Mind you, there was a temperature drop of like 30 degrees, basically overnight in Utah. And it was cold. We get to the tubing place and they're like giving us all these rules and instructions. And I'm like, you expect us to remember all this? Like on this 15-minute car ride, they take us up in this van with like all these tubes in the back or whatever. And they're like, okay, now when you get to this part, turn left. Now when you get to this part, stay to your right. When we get to this part, mind the rocks. I'm like, you really think we're going to remember all this? This is our first time here. We've never been on this river. And so we it was an event, let's just say that. My friend Mia, she got in the water and like 2 minutes later smashed her shin against the rock and it was like swelling. And they're like, hey, we'll see you in 2.5 hours. I'm like, 2.5 hours? I'm like, please. And they're like, okay, this very end point where we're going to pick you up, 2 minutes before, it's very rugged, rocky terrain and you need to stay to the left. And then as soon as you get over this, you have to get to the right to get to the shore to get out. I'm like, then they show us this one where the bridge is so low They're like, you can either go under it, it's kind of scary, or you can get out and walk around it and then get back in the river. And we're like there was no guide. Like they just dropped us off and left. And it was so cold. I'm not even kidding you. It was so cold. It wasn't relaxing at all. There were a few parts that were relaxing, but when you could, the wind was blowing and we were soaking wet. I don't know. It was kind of cool. There were like a lot of bridges we went under, and like we went under the freeway a couple times. The one bridge, but it was super shallow, was actually kind of fun because you could touch the top and you kind of just went under it. We went under this old train track and there was a train going across it at the same time. That like it was fun. It was fun to do with all my friends, but we're like, yeah, never again. Then we went to this restaurant after called Taggart's. It's up, I think it's Ogden Canyon. I don't know if that's the right name for it, but my friend Ellie used to live there, and she's like, we have to go here. We have to go here. We're like, hey, fine. So we went there. They had the air conditioning on full blast, fans like going so fast, and we're like, we're so cold. We're so cold and tired. But the food, you guys, oh, the food was so good. If you ever are up there, go to Taggart's. It's just past Morgan, to the east, and it's delicious. It is really, really good. Highly recommend it. I think that's it for what I've done fun-wise layly. I'm going to see Megan 2 tonight. I'm very excited. I just watched the first one for the first time the other day, and we're going to Texas Roadhouse first, which actually, did you see Texas Roadhouse was named the America's Best Restaurant or America's Favorite Restaurant or something? And I'm like, I mean, I can see that. It's very popular. I wouldn't say it's my favorite restaurant. My friend Edgar is obsessed with it. Anytime we're like, where do you want to go eat? He's like, Texas Roadhouse. I'm like, I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. What else? I saw the F1 movie yesterday, and let me tell you, I was very impressed. I liked it a lot. I didn't expect it to be bad. I made a TikTok about this, and some person commented on it, and I don't know how to untake it. Like, they said the amount of glazing on this for this movie is insane, and I was like, do you mean like how they edited it? Like a filter? Apparently glazing means overhyping something to the point of it being annoying, which I don't think that. There are many other movies that they have gone overboard on that I would think would be more than this, but apparently this person thought it was too much advertising, too much talk about it. But it was basically exactly what you thought it was going to be. Like, they kind of just stuck to the original, like, blockbuster movie recipe, because I think they put a lot of money into this. Jerry Bruckheimer, he produced it. He's the guy that did, I always forget it, Pirates of the Caribbean. He did those ones. I think did he do National Treasure? I want to say he did National Treasure. Like, really big movies. Apple produced it as well. It's an Apple Films movie. Brad Pitt was also a producer. Hans Zimmer was the score director. They used the song, what is it? I always forget the name of it. It's the one with Doja Cat and Don Oliver. Let Me Go or something. I don't know. I think I'm saying it wrong. But it's a really good song, and they use it a lot in the movie, which I'm happy about. It just seems like a really good summer movie. I highly recommend it. It's basically the same premise. Like, Brad Pitt is this old, former racer who had an injury and is back now, and he's so wise. They're always just like the smartest people. Like, they know everything, and that's just kind of how his character was. Plus, I didn't know much about Formula One. It apparently is a team sport. I did not know that. There's 2 racers. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's how they portrayed it in the movie. They go to all kinds of different tracks. Apparently, it's a lot bigger deal than I thought it was. They went to Vegas. I think that's probably the newest racetrack, it's the Strip. And I know a lot of people that live there are not happy about it. They hate when Formula One comes to town because they block off the Strip. But I remember they were selling tickets for like $500,000 to $1 million. And I don't think anyone was buying them, obviously, because why would you spend that much money on a ticket for racing? So they lowered them a lot. I don't think it just didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. It really tanked. I think over time it'll get better, but people are mad because they cut down trees on the Strip. They repaved the whole Strip. It had to be a certain kind of asphalt. And I'm wondering if they have to do that every single year. I think they've done it twice now, but I don't know. It was cool. I thought everyone did a really good job. Everyone did great in their parts. I thought it was written well. You know, it's just kind of your like classic race movie. It didn't disappoint. I will say that. So if you want to see a movie like that, go see that one. What else is on my list for us today? Oh, Lorde has a new album out, and I made a TikTok last night, and then I didn't post it till this morning. And I kind of take back what I said about the album. I just don't think she picks very good singles. I'm gonna be honest. Was it Man of the Year? Yeah, I don't like that one. I didn't like Hammer. What Was That was okay. I think she should have used something different, like Get Ready With Me, Shapeshifter. Like, there's just different ones. I don't actually know which ones are which, but there's other ones that are better. I'm just going to say that. But I also have to remember that a lot of people nowadays do not care about charts. They don't care about numbers. They just want to make music and, like, sing, go on tour, have, you know, a fan base. But we know Lorde, if you go to her concert, do not sing. She does not like that. She does not like that at all. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's only 35 minutes. And I listened to it probably 3 times this morning as I was just doing stuff around the house. It's okay. It's like, I think it'll grow on me a lot more. But I liked it a lot more the first run than I thought I would. So, I guess that's a good thing. To go back to my intro, I am just baffled at this level of wealth. So Paris Hilton, she didn't buy it from him. She bought it from someone who bought it from Mark Wahlberg back in 2021 or something. He sold it, Mark Wahlberg did, for $55 million to a couple who then bought Heather and Terry Dubrows' house. Heather is she still on there? Real Housewives of Orange County. And Terry is the doctor on Botched. He's the plastic surgeon. And I just want to say, so this couple that sold this house to Paris Hilton also bought Heather and Terry. This is what I was getting at. For $55 million. I'm like, how much money is he making? Surely they're not making that much money on Real Housewives. And Botched. Like, there can't be. But that's a lot of surgeries to be able to afford a house that expensive. This house is massive, you guys. This house is huge. Now, this one's Mark Wahlberg's house, his old one. It says, tucked behind imposing gates, the extravagant estate features a total 12 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 30,500 square feet. 30,000. This is a house, though, that Paris Hilton would live in. Like, pure opulence. The main entrance seems kind of boring, though, I will say. Pure opulence. A really cool library with 2 floors and, like, the middle's cut out, so it's like a walk-around thing. A beautiful theater, dining room, pool. Like, this is like, when you think of Paris Hilton and you see this house, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So they paid $63.1 million for it. The people wanted $68 million, which do you guys remember, is it Davina on Selling Sunset trying to sell that $80 million house? Oh, and this house is much better. I did not like that $80 million house at all. It was not very good. But yeah, she is doing well. She also hinted, Paris did the other day, about starting a hotel chain. That could be interesting. She's like, I want to follow my grandpa's footsteps. So you're starting a hotel chain? She's like, well, you just have to see. And they're like, oh, like, so are you going to start with Carter? She's like, you'll just have to see. So I'm pretty sure she means hotels. I can't imagine why she would say that and not mean hotels. Did you know Conrad, he's the guy that created Hilton? I think he had 2 banks. He started out in banking, and they both failed. And then he found this I haven't read this book in so long. I read a book that's literally like this big of the Hiltons. And he found this older hotel that was kind of not doing very well and bought it and fixed it up and made the Hilton brand pretty much. Bought Waldorf Astoria, like, did very well. That was back in the day when they didn't have planes. Like, he would take the train around the country to his different hotels and his new sites and stuff. They also own one in Chicago. Is that the Waldorf also? I'm not sure. In her documentary, Paris, was it This Is Me on YouTube? The one where she finally talks about what happened to her in that horrible, awful, I won't even call it a school, camp, youth camp or whatever, she told her sister, she's like, I will not be comfortable until I have $1 billion. Like, I will not feel safe. I will not feel comfortable. I will not stop working. Like, I won't take a break until I have $1 billion. And I think she's well on her way. Like, she sells a lot of stuff. She has her new skincare brand. She's a DJ. She has music. I mean, just her name alone is worth a lot of money. But yeah, they say too that she is the nicest person ever. Like, so nice and generous. And I was so looking forward to finding her at Coachella, but there were so many people there. Even my friends that went last year, they're like, there's so many more people than there were last year. Like, it is so much more packed. And used to kind of just walk around and find people, but now they're all in the VIP stuff. And I had friends that had VIP wristbands this year, or this year, I guess. And they said it was not worth it. They said it was overcrowded. The amenities aren't what they used to be. And like, if your group doesn't have VIP, then it's not really worth it because you're kind of by yourself. The only other like upside is you get like nicer bathrooms. What else? Different food options. I think that's it. I honestly think that's it. I don't know what else there is, but yeah, so there's that. What is next? Addison Rae will open up for Lana Del Rey at the Wembley Stadium. I think that's in Manchester. Am I correct on that? I saw a TikTok where she'd already done it, so is it over? I really can't remember. She's only doing like Europe and, well, not even all of Europe. A few places in Europe and the UK. So I don't know. I don't think she's announced anything else. Also, has her album come out yet? Like, I still don't think it has. Should we find out? I guess a quick search on Spotify would tell us. Also, I found out I've been spelling her name wrong pretty much my entire life. I thought it was R-A-Y. It's R-E-Y. So there's that. There's me being dumb. Okay. Oh yeah, here's her tour. June 28th is Liverpool. Sorry. Liverpool. June 30th is Dublin. July 3rd is London at the Wembley Stadium. Okay. London, and St. Charles. I don't even know where that is at. Hinterland Music Festival. Don't know where that's at. That's August 3rd. That's all she has. She's 30th in the world. That is kind of shocking to me. But a lot of people love her. I do too. I've gotten more into her lately. I've never not liked her, but there's a lot of her music that is just not my vibe. But I think as I've gotten older, I enjoy and appreciate slower music more. I kind of get it. When I was like younger, I just wanted fast-paced, upbeat, like pop bangers the whole time. So like when Bangers came out, the album, I hated the song Adore You. I hated it so much. And now I love it. Like, I get it. It just takes time sometimes, you guys. It just takes time. So that's why I kind of give things like multiple tries before I really call them out, single them out, discredit them. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, also Addison Rae's tour is doing very well. I guess the LA show, the capacity for the place she was going to have the concert in, the venue, was like 2,300, and there were 103,000 people in the queue. Like, that's a lot of people. That is bigger than the biggest show Taylor Swift has played. Well, I don't know about that, but biggest on the Eras tour. I think the max was like 70,000 people or something, right? Something like that. 103,000 people for Addison Rae. That just goes to show you to not listen to critics or other people, because I think she's probably one of the more bullied TikTokers or people on the internet, and she didn't let that stop her. She released an album the way she wanted to. She took her time. She did not rush it, and it obviously paid off. It's still not my favorite album, but I will listen to the songs that they come on. But her older, like, I was listening to I Got It Bad, To Die For. Those ones are just so good. Those are like poppy music. And she's like actually kind of singing. Oh, I did see Camila Cabello. It's not on my list, but I just remembered it. She announced a tour, but it's not a US tour. And it's for her album that came out last year. XOXO Camila, or XOXO. I don't even know what it is. I like the album. It's actually really good. But you know how you listen to like something and it reminds you of that specific thing. Like that album reminds me of doing this yard project I did last year, which now is almost complete. So, but it was like me putting in new sprinklers in a new section of the lawn, and it took forever. And I just listened to that album on repeat, so it just reminds me of that over and over again. I'd go see Camila. I don't think. Oh, I did see her. She opened up for Taylor Swift at the Reputation tour in Nashville when I went. Her and Charlie XCX. So I've seen Charlie now 3 times. Yeah. I love me some Charlie. I really do. It'll be interesting to see what she does next. Charlie, she said, she's like, I really don't think that I'll ever make something that is as successful, along the lines of this, as successful as Brat. And I really don't plan to. I don't intend to. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm not trying to outdo it. She's like, I think it'll be really hard, and I just don't think that it's possible. It was just like a whole vibe. It was like a whole lifestyle. Brat Summer. I love Brat Summer. How fun. You guys remember Barbie Summer? Barbenheimer Summer? Eras Tour Summer? Oh, I cannot believe it's been 2 years since Barbie came out. Yeah, almost 2 years next month. It came out in July. Crazy. I saw it when I was in Seattle the same day I saw the Eras Tour. I don't mean to brag, but I'm going to. Demi Lovato just announced that she will have her own cookbook. Comes out on March 30th, I think. And I like that because she's been doing like little mini cooking videos on TikTok. And if you remember, she's had a hard time with food in the past, just like with eating disorders and all that kind of stuff. So I like that she has taken back the narrative. Let's see what it's called. Demi Lovato releases first cookbook, one plate at a time. You know what I love? I don't like cooking. I'm getting more used to it because I'm trying to do a Kris Jenner's cookbook, which I need to do more of those. Her recipes, you guys, are so expensive, though. They're really expensive. But I found a Martha Stewart cookbook the other day at Target, and it looks really good. And hers has like, well, Chris's does too. They have caviar in it. I'm like, where does one get caviar? Like, I don't even know where I would go to find caviar. Yeah, what was I going with this? I like cookbooks. I really do. I like kitchen, like, appliances and tools and pans and pots and all that kind of stuff, but I just don't love cooking as much as I want to. It's the same with like going to school. I love getting ready to go to school. I love having a good outfit. I love like getting a new laptop, pencils, a new bag, getting my book. Like, I love the thought of getting ready for it, but I hate doing it. So, that's kind of why I didn't go to school, was because I just did not like school. And there really was no point in me to go to school because I didn't want to be like a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to be. Still kind of don't. And I just thought it was such a waste of time. It really was. I paid so much in student loans for absolutely nothing. I went for a semester. And it's called One Plate at a Time. It says Demi Lovato is cooking up something new, her own cookbook. Lovato 32 will release one plate at a time. One plate at a time recipes for finding freedom with food on March 31st, 2026. Demi Lovato's cooking journey started when she was almost 30. After years of navigating a challenging relationship with food, she found that learning to cook, discovering how to truly nourish herself in mind, body, and spirit was a revelation. She also, it's got 80 recipes. Wow, that's pretty good. Do you guys ever wonder, like, how do people keep coming up with recipes? And how many of them are almost identical? They just do one little tweak and call it their own recipe and then sell it in a book. Because there are a lot of cookbooks, like a lot. So, I don't know. It just goes to show that, in my mind, we've made all the cookbooks that we can possibly make. And that's such a bad mentality to have. I'm the same way with, like, people who want to be, like, I don't know, any field. Like, when someone's like, oh, you should be a realtor. I'm like, oh, there's already too many realtors. And people are like, I'm going to nursing school. Which, actually, I don't think there's enough nurses, so I shouldn't say that. What else? When people are like, I want to be a singer. I'm like, oh, everyone's a singer. I want to be a TikToker. Oh, everyone's a TikToker. I want to be a YouTuber. Okay, everyone's a YouTuber. I want to be an athlete. I want to be this. I'm like, sorry, it's all taken. It's all done. I want to be an author. Sorry, there's already enough books out there. But I can't think like that because that's just not the way to have a positive mindset. She has also hinted, she's been posting a lot of funny TikToks lately, and she has hinted that new music is on the way. The one thing I do have in my notes is, and it said it wasn't completely accurate, so I don't know how accurate it is, but it says Demi Lovato has trademarked a song called Breathe In, Breathe Out with Nick and Joe Jonas. So that could be interesting. I really want her new album to be like a massive success. Also, did we talk about her wedding? She just got married and her dress was custom made. I think it was by... Who was it by? I can't remember. Was it Vera Wang? It might have been Vera Wang. I'm confusing hers and Haley Steinfeld's wedding. Also, did you guys see the pictures of Haley Steinfeld's wedding? Immaculate, like stunning. Like, I was blown away. I could not even believe the amount of detail and taste that went into that wedding. And they have money. Trust me. Like, she has her own money, and now he just got that massive, her husband now, Josh Allen, got that $450 million contract. So they're doing well. They can do basically whatever they want. She started her own, what would you call it? Brand? Life? Blog? I think it's probably the best explanation for it is blog. Haley Steinfeld. And she kind of just does more exclusive things for her fans. And like the first look of stuff was on that page. What's it called? It's called Beau. Welcome to Beau. Okay, sorry. But it is called Beau. It's called Beau. And it's her new Instagram page. It's kind of like Dua Lipa's... God, now I just forgot Dua Lipa's... What is it called? I get messages from it all the time. Sorry, I can't use my phone because I'm using it to record. So you just have to trust me. Service 95 is what Dua Lipa's is called. It's kind of like that, where like they show the books they're reading, they show, just different things that they like, and I love that. I love having a little like off-site page for people who are like true fans. It's kind of like that broadcast thing now on Instagram, where you can have a broadcast channel and just like kind of communicate with your fans more directly that way. And whoever wants to join can join. I'm following Gwyneth Paltrow's, and I like hers because she does it like every 2 months. I had to unfollow, who was it recently? Because they posted so much. Like, it was to the point where it was so obnoxious. There's another one I'm about to unfollow too. And I'm like, hey, this is a little too excessive. Like, you're getting out of hand, and it's really annoying me. What else? Cardi B has a new album coming out called Am I the Drama? I talked about this in a TikTok the other day. And she has not released an album. This is only her second album. She has not released another album since 2017. That's an 8-year gap. And usually when artists first come on the scene, they put out albums like 2 or 3 within not a very long time, because they got to keep that momentum going. Like, they've got to keep up with the demand and the fans and the likes and all that kind of stuff. But she just has something about her that is so, like, she's famous without even, like, doing music. Just her one-liners, her charisma, her drama, like, everything about her is just entertaining. And so people are obsessed with her. Like, she has 50 million Instagram followers. Mind you, she has one album out. And the album did do good. Like, it won a Grammy or whatever. Right? Didn't it win a Grammy? Yeah. Yeah, because Doechii said that only 2 women of color have won, or black women have won, the rap album of the year. And then she's like, nope, 3, sorry. Me, Cardi B, and Lauryn Hill. And Cardi B says she likes the song I Like It Like That the best. She goes, it makes her the most money, because so many people want to use it in like movies and commercials and stuff, so the royalties just keep rolling in. She has a new song out called Outside, and it is good. I heard a snippet of it on TikTok, I don't know, a month ago, and it's some guy who found it, and he found 2 different parts, and he was like singing and dancing, and everyone was going crazy. Like, had hundreds of thousands of likes, and people were like, this is really good. I'm like, I know, it is really good, I agree. So I was like, I'm hoping this is the one she's going to release, because wouldn't it be a shame if it wasn't? And it was a really bad song. The song is good though. The album cover art is her with a bunch of, it's ravens and crows. If you watched my TikTok, I was like, I don't know if it's ravens or crows. It looks like it's both. And to me, that means there's been a murder. Like she's like so good at what she does. She's murdered all these hoes. You know what I mean? And because a group of my cousin told me this. She's gonna be so mad when she finds out. I don't remember. A group of crows is called a murder, right? And a group of ravens is called a conspiracy. So those both actually are very, very good. The album will have 23 songs. Thank you, Cardi B. I applaud you for that. Unlike Lord's new album that has 7, 8, but she is adding Up, which came out in 2020 also, and WAP, which came out in 2020. And so the album, once it comes out, will already have over 2 billion streams. And people are not happy about that. And I'm like, well, I get it. But then she came on and explained it because there was so much backlash. She's like, I have so many people ask me, like, what album can I listen to WAP on? What album can I listen to Up on? And she's like, there's not a home for them. So I wanted a home for these 2 songs. Like, they're the very last songs, too. But yeah, it'll make the album already platinum, I think. And people aren't happy about that. I'm like, what does it matter? Like, why? Like, why? What is it hurting you, the general public? Like, why do you even care? So, I don't know if any of the other songs on this album are like Outside. I know it's going to be good. We have 20 more songs to look forward to. The album comes out September 19th, is what I read, what she said. I'm also part of her broadcast channel on Instagram. What's interesting is there's no vinyls for sale. As at least of when I checked last, it's only CDs, and I don't even know if there's a like cassette like tape thing. You can like buy bundles. One of the bundles comes with a journal, and on the top it says villain. I love it. I think this is a revenge album, and I as a Scorpio love revenge, but don't let that deter you from being my friend, because I'm not gonna seek revenge on everybody. There are some people I want, but I believe karma does the work of many, many wrongdoings. So I kind of just let that happen, you know, and it takes care of itself. Sometimes though, just like, I love movies about revenge. I just love it. Like, what is, Maleficent. I always think about that movie when she opens up her heart and gets vulnerable. This is why I don't like to be vulnerable either, because usually it leads to heartbreak. And in her case it did, and he stole her wings. So for her to be so evil and mean is validated, and for her to get back at him by cursing his child is valid. I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, what other movies about revenge do I like? Isn't John Wick all about just revenge from them killing his dog? I still haven't seen Ballerina. I need to go see that. What other movies are about revenge? Taken. Taken is a good one. I just love when people are so filled with rage and hate for being done so dirty. And I honestly feel empathy for the villains. I really do, you guys. I'm like, what happened to you that made you so sad? Like, who made you so upset and so sad that you decided to turn evil? And how does it feel? Because some days I would like to become evil. Okay, let's move on. Skims has partnered with Roberto Cavalli. Someone call it Cavalli. I'm like, why would you say it that way? Like, that's not even how you say it. It's Cavalli. Doesn't it have an A? Let's double check before I make a fool out of myself. Roberto. Well, let's just look up Skims so I can explain it to you. I think there's swimsuits in this collection too. I'm telling you, if there's any guys out there listening, I don't know. I don't think there are, but if there is, actually, my friend Trevor does. Hi, Trevor. If you want underwear, Skims has great underwear. Just FYI, Skims has great stuff. Just in general, it just really does. Like, their pajamas are fantastic. Their socks are so good. I love my socks from Skims. They have comfy socks that match my sweat set that I bought for Christmas as my pajamas. Same color and everything. They're so warm and cozy. I love them so much. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, it's Cavalli with an A. Anyway, I don't know why that bugged me so bad, but I'm like, it says Cavalli right there, not Cavalli. But Kris Jenner, her mother, is in this campaign. And I love the fact that Chris got a paycheck from it. She's not just gonna do this for free, and she shouldn't. She should not do this for free. She should get all the money she can, because Skims is worth $4.5 billion, I think, which is a staggering amount of money. But it's like an 80s inspired look, like a lot of tiger print, leopard print, very like early Kardashian-esque with like floral patterns. And remember when they were like all about leopard print? It's kind of back to that, but they have bikinis, one pieces, cover-ups, like shawls, accessories. What kind of accessories do they have? Let's find out. They have a headscarf. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's already sold out. Holy God. The scarves. Let's see if the swimsuits are sold out. Yeah, there's still a few. The tiger swimsuit still available if you guys want it. Everything else is almost sold out though, you guys. So if you want to get your cover-ups, better do it now. There's some things that's like only a Kardashian could pull that off though. Like there's no way that a normal regular person, I guess if I have a mindset like that, that'll always be the case, but oh well. I'm very interested to see, I know we've talked about this last time, but what she does with skin. If she's going to tie it in with Skims. Also, she needs to bring back well, it's not KKW anymore, but the fragrance side. Yeah. I want to know, I want a job with them where I'm like, not someone extremely important, like an assistant of an assistant. You know what I mean? Where I can just kind of be in the room and I'm in the know. I would never spill any secrets. Just FYI, if you're listening, Kim and Chris, I would never, ever do that. But I love knowing behind the scenes stuff. It's like my favorite thing. Like, I would love to work on a movie and just be behind the scenes on that. I want to be a PA because they get treated like crap. But, just like, how am I going to explain this? I want a job. Was it Estee Haim who said she went and worked on the White Lotus set? Because her friend, she just gotten broken up with, I think, or broke up with someone, and her friend worked on the set of White Lotus. And he's like, well, just come to Italy and hang out here. And she's like, so I did. And she's like, you know what? Like, it's COVID. Like, we can't travel or anything anymore or tour. She's like, can I just stay here and work? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, now, mind you, she's already famous, so it's like, it's different, but I want a friend in some kind of cool business where I can just, like, work for them or with them and just help out. Like, I just do random stuff. Like, I love doing random things. Like, finding out info, doing weird random errands and last-minute shopping trips and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, if anyone needs... needs someone like that, let me know, because I would be so good at it. I really, really would. There's a rumor that Trisha Paytas is going to be in the new Animal Crossing movie. Now, did I know there was an Animal Crossing movie? No, I did not know that. But we'll see. But usually, these things are all made up, and you have to check, because there's like Pop Crave and Pop. What's the other one? Pop News or something? I don't know, there's like some news outlet, but one of them is called Trish Crave, and it's all about Trisha Paytas, and they kind of just spread like rumors and lies, and so a lot of times this stuff isn't even real, but she commented on this. It said Trisha Paytas is in the running to be in the new Animal Crossing movie, and she did like the big eyes, like looking, and I'm like, oh, so this could be true. I just Googled. Nothing is coming up, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that is a lie. An absolute lie. Should we add Trisha Paytas to the... Trisha Paytas... Oops. Paytas. There's no official Animal Crossing movie featuring or involving Trisha Paytas. The only Animal Crossing animated film is Dobutsu no Mori, a 2006 Japanese film based on the video game series. It's that old. I had no idea. My friend during COVID told me to get Animal Crossing, which is so funny because she really doesn't spend money. And so the fact that she told me to get this game that was $60 for a video game, which is insane. I know like that's a standard nowadays, but I played it for, I don't even, an hour maybe. I hate that game. I hate Animal Crossing. I'll say it again. I hate Animal Crossing. It is the most dumb, boring game. You like have to just run around and pick up weeds and like clean for this like pedophile raccoon. I just don't like it. It's so weird. It's so weird that it's so popular to me that that so many people were that crazy about it. So I'm sorry if you are an Animal Crossing person. I am not. And I still have not come around to Labubu's. I'm very sorry. And I know people are mad at Katy Perry for knocking that Labubu out of that fan's hand, which I agree. It was a little much to like smack it out of your hand, but like a simple like ew or like a disgusted look on your face would have been fine. But if you would know the lore, if you're a true Katy Cat fan, you'd know she posts videos about how much she hates Labubus. And she actually made a video of one of her workers, her employees, showing them their Labubu, and she like throws it across the room. So I think the fan got it because they were in the pit too, and so you know they're a true fan. And you just gotta know that Katy wouldn't do that purposely. I'm trying to skirt around the subject of her and Orlando Bloom because it makes me sad, but I don't know. The rumors are getting more and more, and they're seeming more accurate, but at the same time, we really don't know. She tweeted once in like 2012. She's like, I just want to reiterate that no one speaks for me, not any friends, family, news sources, magazines. I only speak for myself. And she has yet to say anything. So that just goes to show that it's probably, well, I don't know. It's hard. I mean, her first priority probably isn't like coming out with a statement and saying, oh yeah, we broke up. Like, I think she has a bigger fish to fry. But Orlando is in Venice right now at the wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. And this wedding's massive, you guys. This wedding is so big. It's got basically all the Kardashians except for Kourtney. They got Khloe. Khloe never goes anywhere or does anything. I guess last year she went with Kim around Italy. But it's got Kim. She looks stunning. Oh my gosh, Kim looks so good. Remind me I have something to tell you about her after this. Chris is there. They've got Kendall and Kylie's kids. They have Oprah. Orlando is there. He's supposed to be there with Katy Perry. He's not, but he's been seen hanging out with Scooter Braun. Ugh. Gross. Who else is there that I'm missing? The football player. Tom Brady was there. It's like a long wedding, I'm guessing. Like a multiple day. What else? Oh, but Katy posted, she's on tour in Australia right now, and she posted a video, like a carousel on Instagram, and Lauren Sanchez underneath it says, "We miss you, Katy." And I was like, wow, when the bride of like one of the most extravagant weddings to ever happen is commenting on your profile saying, "We miss you." I'm like, that's like gotta be pretty good. Like, you gotta feel pretty good about yourself. And that kind of shows to me that they'd rather have her there than Orlando. But, oh well. I just feel bad. Also, good news for Katy. Teenage Dream, the song, just hit 1 billion streams, so it is now in the billions club. Although her picture didn't last very long, because whoever's like the most recent one to enter the club, it's their picture gets put on the cover. But 2 songs right after that went on the charts. Wonder what it is. Billions Club. Come on, Billions Club. Oh, Billios. Yeah, so Green Day, their song Boulevard of Broken Dreams is now at 1 billion streams, and Morgan Wallen. Whiskey Glasses by Morgan Wallen now has 1 billion. And then Teenage Dream, I Write Sins Not Tragedies, Panic at the Disco, Taste by Sabrina Carpenter, Cupid by 50/50, I've never even heard of that. We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love by Ariana. She just turned 32 the other day. Yesterday, actually, from when I'm recording this. And apparently she has turned down the role as Megara in the live-action Hercules, which is very unfortunate. And actually, I probably should do more fact-checking than I do. I kind of just believe stuff. I really do look into stuff before I open my mouth, but this time it doesn't seem like it. Because she would do well. Like, she has the same body type and shape as Meg, like, extremely skinny. She has a very good voice. She has the ponytail. Like, I think she'd do well, but they said she turned it down officially because she's going to be in the new Parent Trap 4, which I think is a very interesting turn. Like, what is she? It'll be so hard to see Ariana playing like a normal character, you know, like a normal everyday person character. Like in Wicked, it makes sense because she's extravagant. I don't know, like witch. Is she a witch? Yeah. And it's like all over the place. But to have her play like a normal civilian almost seems odd and strange. But, I mean, if that's what she wants to do. She doesn't want to be typecast as a musical movie person. Which, I mean, does that mean that the new Hercules is going to be a musical? I don't know. I really don't know. What else is going on? Lilo and Stitch 2 is confirmed. They're making it. That was very fast. I still haven't seen the new one. I got mixed reviews on it. People, like, my friends were saying it was really sad. And they're kind of like boycotting it. And I'm like, that makes sense. They also didn't let Pleakley dress in drag. The director's like, trust me, believe me, I promise you, I tried. I tried. Also, Shrek 5 apparently has been pushed back. I guess when they originally came up with Shrek, it was supposed to be a five movie franchise. And I can't remember why they stopped, but they did for some reason. And someone else took over writing, the guy that wrote Boss Baby. And then when they sold to NBC Universal, DreamWorks, when they sold to NBC Universal, I think some things just got pushed aside and, you know, new management, new owners, new priorities, whatever. But did you guys see, we've already talked about this one, when the clip came out of the new Shrek and they all look frightening? Like, it looks so scary. Like, don't change the animation. Please, 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 please. So, apparently the movie has been pushed back. Not that long, though. Just until December 2026. It was supposed to come out January 2026. They wanted it originally in the very original plans for the fifth movie to come out on the 25th anniversary of the first Shrek. That obviously didn't happen, but I hope they change the animation. It was not good, you guys. Why do they feel the need to change this stuff? Like, especially in this day and age, why are you taking risks? Like, with that F1 movie, they really didn't take many risks. Like, they kind of stuck to the same kind of storyline, the same kind of vibe as other racing movies and stuff, and it worked. I guess I haven't seen, like, reviews or people talking about it, so I shouldn't say. In my opinion, it worked. Like, they didn't take many risks, they put a lot of money into it, and it paid off. So, I think that the people that make movies and stuff should just stick to that, for now at least. I know it's probably so hard to come up with original content. I really understand that. So, but then you get people that hate sequels. And they're like, anything in the theaters nowadays is just sequels. It's like, well, what do you expect? All the ones that are original stories are usually indie movies. And people don't go see them. So, they're just not made. And that's sad. But, you know, now movies nowadays are, what was it? Avengers, they're spending $2 billion to make it. $1 billion to film it and get it created, and $1 billion on marketing. Oh my god, that's so much money. That is so much money. In that F1 movie, they talk about money like it's like nothing. Like, they just like wreck cars all the time, and the lady referenced to the car in it, she's like that this is a $150 million machine or something. I was like, $150 million? And they just talk about it like it's nothing. Plus, like, they have the state-of-the-art everything. State-of-the-art facilities, state-of-the-art cars, fly first class, private jets. Like, they don't hurt for money. And I'm like, where can I get a job like that? Please, 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 someone in a really, really rich career and, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Corporation, please hire me. Please, please, please. I'd be good. I'm very good. My friend asked me the other day because she's like, I'm going to have to start hiring some other people. I'm like, you can hire me. She's like, do you have like a degree? I'm like, no. She's like, well, what are your strengths? I'm like, I I really don't know. I'm just good at taking directions, I guess, and I can learn quickly. And she's like, okay. She's like, are you good with numbers? I'm like, I'm great. I'm great with numbers. I'm like, I know the exact amount of credit card debt that I have right now. No, just kidding. I actually not good with numbers, but I imagine that calculators and computers do all that stuff. So we'll get it hurt. Yeah. Okay. Last thing I'll end on. What are we at? 56 minutes. This is also very new in development, but apparently Kim Kardashian is going to be in a Bratz movie, and I cannot think of a better person to play a brat. There's a clip going around right now of her getting on a boat in Venice to go to a, I don't know if it's a dinner party or something for the Bezos wedding, and she looks stunning. She has the long classic Kim black hair. They kind of do it in slow motion with this classical music playing, and she like does a hair toss and she like throws it over her shoulder, and she's just like got this skin tight, almost snake like looking dress on. And someone in the comments, I hesitate to open the comments on a lot of things because I'm like, people are just gonna be so mean, but I did on this one, and actually everyone was really nice. They're like, you cannot deny her beauty, like she is stunning. And people are like, someone's like, she wears the same dress, same three dresses over and over. I'm like, I don't think that's accurate, but whatever. A lot of people are being nice though, so that's good. You know, to some people are just like tear him to shreds. I saw Brooke Schofield. She's Tana Mojo's friend. They're on the Cancelled podcast together. She just got engaged, which is crazy. And because I don't think they've been together that long. It's kind of like a Utah marriage. What was I going for? She was actually at a TikTok today, and she goes through her comments and sees all the mean ones, and she goes and follows all those people. I'm like, that is kind of genius marketing. And also, I commented, I was like, so wait, I was like, the way to get you to follow us is to bully you. I don't think she's responded, but whatever. So yeah, Kim is supposed to be playing a villain, Brat, which, oof, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I think she'll be so good. She's like, because Brats are short, you know. Kim is short. She's got the long, luscious hair. She's got the big, accentuated lips and eyes and features, and she's curvy. Like, it'll just be great, and I'll be so happy. But yeah, I think that's it, you guys. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, and I hope I can use clips. They kind of want me to pay money to use this program. How dare they? So this is kind of a test run, but we will see. Anyway, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. I will see you next Friday. You'll hear from me Monday, but I'll talk to you through this microphone next Friday. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye.